4,000 lumens, triple LED setup and a build quality that feels like it belongs in a toolbox. This is the Wurkkos HD50 and today we're going to see if this is the right kind of tool for those everyday projects. What's up everyone? Quick disclaimer, Wurkkos sent me this lamp for free to test, but this is not a sponsor video. All opinions are my own. Well, before we can check out the light, we need to unbox it. So let's start with that. Just a quick look at the box before we unbox it. Here we have the front with really nice prints. The side. And here we have the back with all the necessary information. Let's remove the sleeve. And let's see, how do we open this? Just like that. Make sure to remove the battery insulation paper disc before use. It's either there or there. That's good to know. And in the box we have the manual, some spare O-rings, a USB-C to A cable, the head strap, and the lamp itself. First impressions, this thing is solid. It's made out of A6061 aluminium and you can really feel the quality. No cheap plastics here. It's got some weight to it because of this beefy 21700 battery, but that should mean we got some serious runtime. It's also IP68 rated, which is great for greasy garage hands or if you're fixing a leak under the sink. Let's take a look at the controls. This headlamp has two buttons on the top. The power button turns the light on and off, adjusts the brightness and activates the turbo. The second button is used to switch between the different light modes, so you can cycle through flood, spot and flood together, red light and then back again. To change the brightness levels, press and hold either button. A long press starts it in echo mode, the lowest setting. Then press and hold it again to cycle through low, medium, high. And if you triple press either button, you get a flashing red light. Useful if you need to be seen. It also has an electronic lockout feature. From the off position, press and hold both buttons. The red light blinks twice and now the lamp is locked. If you press any button while it's locked, the red light will blink twice to let you know. And to unlock it, just press and hold the both buttons again. This is really useful if you're carrying it in a bag or your pocket. You don't want it turning on by accident. This is the 21700 battery. It's a Li-ion battery, 3.6 volts and 5000 milliamperes and 18 something. Made in China. Don't do stuff with it. As simple as that. If the battery is inserted wrong, then the lamp vibrates. I don't know if you can hear this. That's pretty cool. Charging is very straightforward. Just plug a USB-C cable into the charging port. While it's charging, the buttons light up red and turns green once it's fully charged. The buttons also work as a battery indicator when you're using the light. Green means high battery, orange is medium and red means it's getting low. If you want to attach the headlamp to the head strap, you simply push the two sides through like this. And it's on. And it's adjustable. Pretty tight though, but maybe that's good. And now it's on my head. I look real funny with this. But it's really comfortable. It's pretty heavy. It sits good on the head. But I haven't used this yet, so I have to use it for like an hour or two to get a real feel for it. Let's see how easy it is to turn on. Yeah, that feels good. It's time to put this thing to the test. Now, it was pitch black when I filmed this, and the cameras don't really like darkness, so the footage isn't perfect, but this should still give you a good idea how it performs. I've split the test into 3 parts: outside, indoors, and some hands-on work. Let's start outside. So what do I think? For do-it-yourself stuff, garage work, or anything hands-free, this headlamp is seriously powerful. And even though it's not the lightest headlamp out there, that hasn't really been a problem in use. You got a spot and a flood, and even a magnet on the side, which makes it really versatile depending on what you're doing. And it just feels like a really practical light overall. It does have a bit of weight to it, but it's still comfortable to wear, and combined with the build quality, it just feels solid for what you're paying. Big thanks to Wurkkos for sending this out. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out. And yeah, that's it for this one. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like or subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.